Hi everyone, Joe here. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are joining me back, thanks again for coming back to see what I'm up to today. And if anybody new out there, my name is Joe, and I do a lot of seasonal decorating. And I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any of the Christmas or other holiday decor that I do. Put the notification bell on and drop me a message, and because I love hearing from you guys. So today is part 3, and this room, for those of you that are just visiting for the first time, I've entitled Mrs. Claus's She Shed. I do every room with a different title. Although there's a general overall title to my Christmas decor, each room has its own individual name. The name of the entire project this year is Santa's Winter Wonder World. And in this room, we're dedicating this to Mrs. Claus and her she shed. And we're doing a lot of pinks and mauves and colors like that. So today I'm going to be working on the tree. This is a 9-foot slimline tree. It has white lights on it right now. I think I'm going to put a little bit of pink lights on it, and I'll show you how I do that, and then we'll get going on the decorating of the tree. Okay, everybody, welcome back, like I said, and I hope you enjoy this little video. Okay, so I just put in a touch of pink, and I mean just a touch. In years gone by, I used to put thousands of pink on here. Maybe, if I did a pink tree, I would do, you know, um, 4,000 white and 4,000 pink. And this year, all I wanted was just a touch of the pink, just there that you could, just highlight the color scheme that I'm using here. Next, I'm gonna try to put on some ribbon. I haven't been putting any on, but I think I'm gonna try to put some on. Hold on. There's a closer look at the topper. So you can see the eucalyptus, and then the other picks that I don't know what they kind of look like, but they're pick up so much light. They're really nice. And then I added in just a few of these pearl beaded picks, and up on the top I added in that up there. So that's the topper. And I'm going to try to put some ribbon in. If it's working out, I'll show you. If not, you won't see it. All right, I use this. It's like a deco mesh. It's not really, it's kind of like a deco mesh, I guess. I got it in AC Moore. It's pale pink and it has iridescent quality to it. So once again, it picks up a lot of light. So what I did was I started it up at the top with a little piece of floral wire, tucked it in, wrapped it on one of the branches, and then just kept coming down, swirling down, using the branches to hold it where I wanted. And then when I get down to the bottom, what I do is I rolled it, like you're going to roll something. And then I went and I pulled it so that it kind of like just gives a little bit of a fancy edge on the end. Okay, so next thing, I'll show you some of the ornaments that I'm going to use. How many? Okay, so from the last time you saw it, I didn't tape because my battery went dead, and I don't know, it was a bunch of garbage. Anyway, the tree is decorated, so you can see there's a lot on there. There's a lot of balls. There's things.
There's no room for anything.
There's a lot of things. And Marianne's here, and she's helping putting the final picks on the tree, but she's having difficulty finding
a spot. I usually want to do mine before, so I take premium spots.
Yeah,
it's just leave too many spots.
Our schedule has been clashing lately, so it's very difficult, and I can't bear to leave a spot, So
my God, he's like, for those of you who know Treasure Island, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And they used to try to sell.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where I got the idea, because when you go to Macy's or you go to one of these Christmas places, they load the tree with the ornaments because they're trying to sell them, and they have them down on the bottom. And I love that so much that, in fact, one year I had said to Marianne, "Hey, why don't we put baskets under the tree with a lot of ornaments in it?" But that's not wise.
This tree is really pretty. I don't know how it looks in person on the video, but with the mauves and the pinks, it's really pretty.
Yeah. And these are, did you show them, Marianne?
No, these are like grapes, but they're so pretty. We were trying to figure out where we bought them.
I'm thinking we're gonna date it now. I'm saying we got them in the rag shop. If you remember the rag shop,
they're pretty, and they're like light pink mauve. What is it?
Yeah, they're like a. It has a name now. I can't think. It's like a really pale pink, and
Joe, you might have to go up and do some up there, unless we want to just put the pics in.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go get the little stool. We'll talk to them.
Okay. So anyway, I do love this. This originally was our angel tree because we did it like pink and mauve, and I do love the different theme Christmas trees. But I always feel bad if we don't do our traditional, so we always have to do the traditional. But this is one of my favorite. This pink and the mauve. It's very relaxing, very peaceful. Again, somebody could have it as their main Christmas tree, which I would love, but I would not want to not put because the other ones is more traditional, has a lot of ornaments from when we were kids and childhood and presents that actually, I don't know if Tara Posiel, this is one of our students gave us this. So this little angel here. And I always think of her. I think she adopted like 10 kids now.
13.
13 foster children. So she's really a guardian angel to a lot of those kids. And I always think of her. So, I mean, it has, all the trees, like the different ornaments have special meanings to us. So, but that's why I'm always upset because I always want to be able to see the ornaments. And Joe like just piles it on. So, but it looks pretty. You're going to have to stand up there, right? Look at him standing on the furniture, but
and you know what's bad?
Oh, now he pretended to take his shoes off because I'm here. Because I'm sure he would not have taken his sneakers off if I wasn't here.
And you know what's really bad? They try to change the bristles on the tree to create texture, but you can't hang anything on them.
Yeah, it leaves a lot to...
It's like ridiculous.
How are you going to reach on this side? And that's the other thing. Like I always ask how many of this we have, because I kind of like to strategically or geometrically, not exact, but if I put one here, I'm not going to put another one right here.
Well, I have to put the ladder, but they would treat it to my butt the whole time that I did the topper. I don't want them to have to go through.
No, so that's fine. But just so I just was saying about how each one, but things mean so much to us. So, and this is one of my favorite, this mauve color. And I'm not really a pink person, but there's something with the mauve lights or whatever. It's really peaceful. I don't know what. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but. Very peaceful. All right. What else? This was our original angel tree, but now we're switching it around. So I tend to do the same thing, Joe. I used to do all the decorating in my house well, not all, but my mother used to decorate a lot. Well, I'll get you one. My mother used to decorate a lot. My mother would hang a ball on anything. Like we had those, what are those ficus trees, Joe? Those artificial ficus trees. I'd come home, and if I had like the ornaments out, my mother would have all the balls on the ficus tree. So then I would have to, she was funny like that. She loved decorating too. So I guess I got it from her a little bit too. Anyway.
Yeah. Later, my sister-in-law got a couple of cats then, and then she didn't want to put up a tree for her anymore. And then she used to come here, and then with her heavy Italian accent, she used to go, "You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9." She used to count all the trees, and she goes, "And me, I got none." And we used to feel bad, and then try to do something, but...
We did. We put up trees over there, too. Anyway, we're going to still stay on this video? We'll come back. These were Michael's?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So these are other... They kind of got a little... I don't know if you can see them. I'll put it against the blue. They're like, again, the same pale pink, champagne pink. I don't know, something pink. And... So you can kind of, these are, well, I don't know, what do we call them? Beads? I think Joe said we got them in Michael's. But again, picks that go in and they kind of fill the tree and
they could have also, I don't remember. Maybe from Treasure Island? I don't know.
No, it wasn't Treasure Island. No. I was just going to say AC Moore, but not sure. But we got them a while ago. Because when we first did this tree, we just did poinsettia plants they were pink ones. And then we were looking for stuff to add to it. Yeah. And that's where the
ones I used on the window treatments actually used to be.
Yes, those were the original. And then as time passed by, we were trying to put more in. And then these other picks, these are really pretty too. They're darker, I guess mauve, a really mauve, and it has the gold and the mauvish apple. I guess it's an apple, and little leaves. So these little picks like this fill up the tree nicely, and pick up a lot of sparkle. Right? You can wear it as a corsage. No, teasing. I fumble on this video a lot, but I do like it. I like talking. Anyway, I was laughing because I said to Joe, it's like I was thinking of his grandmother, because his grandmother would have said, okay, that's enough. You have enough. It was just the lights on the tree because it looked so packed.
Yeah, we used to live upstairs from her and in the two-family house, and she'd come up when she used to hear me decorating, and I would only have the lights on the tree, and that was it. And she'd go, okay, that's enough. Looks good. That's it.
That's it. No more. Yeah, right? Oh.
Yeah, so I miss those days.
Yeah, I know.
And I always think of her when I'm putting lights on the tree. And I told you in the beginning of this video, I did not go crazy with the lights on this tree. Usually it's absolutely bizarre and insane, but the house becomes 98 degrees and we cannot do that. We can't function like that.
You're
So
telling that story. We had company once, right? And I was cooking, so I had the stove on. Do we want this sticking out that much?
Yep.
So I had the stove on, and I think it got to 98 degrees in the house. So Joe said, oh, it's because you had the stove on and we had company.
We had about 24 people.
We had 24 people. So we ended up having to open the windows, and it was about 10 degrees outside to cool the house off. So a couple days later, we had company again. So I specifically didn't use the oven. I made other kind of food that we didn't have to have the oven on. And it still got to 97 degrees. And I said to Joe, all these little lights, when we put all the trees on and everything was on, generated all that heat in the house. So that was a little crazy.
And then the straw that broke the camel's back, somebody went into one of the bathrooms and turned the fan on, and that was it. The circuits went off. All the lights went off in the house. It was like...
And the person was in the bathroom in the dark.
Yeah.
Good thing we had a candle there.
So I have to strategically plug things in now, and I've cut down a lot on the amount of lights.
Well, that's why you started to do just the white, just the pink,
Yeah.
so that we could alternate how much we put on, like what lights they
You see a spot it needs anything?
I'm looking glad.
I'm looking. I'm looking. What do you think out there? You see a spot? You see a spot that it needs something? You know what? And I'm looking at it on the video, and honestly, it does not look
it doesn't do justice.
anywhere near what it looks like in person. It's absolutely, I have to say so myself, it's absolutely beautiful.
It really is. No, it really is. It's
really
so pretty. I was saying, I don't know if you were around when I said, this tree would be, again, I always want the traditional, but this would be one of my favorites. Oh, thanks. Because it really, the coloring is so pretty. And the pink lights
So I heard Marianne telling you about that it's usually the cherubs, but I'm not putting the cherubs on this tree this year because I'm putting them on the tree in the dining room. I'm doing something special for the nativity, and I want those cherubs to be highlighted. So again, I almost just cursed. I forgot the video was on.
But they're pretty. The pinks really fill up the tree too. I mean, we ended up having a lot of pink. I don't know, I guess for some people who saw it when we had the mannequin tree had a lot of pinks.
And I'll tell you the truth too. I used to decorate the tree in the school where we worked every year, and I would go out or I should not say I, but both of us, we would go out and buy everything for the tree. And every year I did a different theme on the tree. And, I mean, a lot of the teachers would stop by to try to get like a mini class on how to decorate a tree out of me. But one year I was decorating the tree, and the principal came out, and he was kind of like, oh, what are you trying to do? Rival Rockefeller Center? But he didn't say it in such a nice way. He said it kind of like in a sarcastic kind of way, and it upset me, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna whatever.
He might have been fooling around.
I don't know. Then the following year I did the tree again, and not one of the administrators said thank you. Nothing, not even a thank you, zero. So right then and there I said to Marianne, you know what, this is it, I am not doing this tree anymore. for here, because even though I did it for the kids and I did it for you know, the teachers and stuff like that, I just didn't really like the way that the administrators felt like they were,
yeah, as they passed by.
you know. So that was it. That was the end of my
I
doing
know
trees
you're not
at the
supposed to
school.
feel like that, but you do get a
Yeah,
little
well,
bit.
it's a lot of work. I used to spend.
Yes.
Originally, I used to try to do it during my breaks in school, but the teachers used to talk to me so much on how do you put the lights on, how do you put the desk, how do
That
you...
he couldn't get done, so he used to go in
I
on
used
a
to do all
weekend.
Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, come in on Monday, and nobody would say anything. It was like,
No,
you know,
well, the teachers all
the
loved it.
teachers, yeah, but...
And the kids really liked it too. As a matter of fact, what was sad, I guess I could say this, sometimes we passed by and there would be a spot, and I would say, I knew that was full. And a kid would, hi everybody, here's my favorite, or one of my favorite Santa Claus. I remember buying him, he was $50 and we questioned it because it was a lot of money for us back then, but he's adorable.
He has that pink coat.
He has the pink coat, the mauve flowers, and...
Okay.
Hi Santa. Okay, go ahead, finish your room. He's so cute. What else?
Okay, so here is the tree. I'm going to pan down the whole tree, and then I'm going to go over onto the other side of the room so you can see the whole thing. So you can see it is jam-packed, and I know some of you are not going to like it and give me a thumbs down because it's jam-packed and you want to see the tree, but that's the way we like it, so this is the way it is. All right, let me pan back. Hold on. Okay, everybody, so that brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget, please subscribe so you don't miss anything that I'm up to. Put your notification bell on, and I'll be seeing you really soon. Take care, everybody.